Tons of Star Trek news this week. It really is a great time to be a Trekkie. Last Friday night saw an exciting event take place, the Star Trek Beyond fan event, in which attendees were able to see the new trailer for Star Trek Beyond, attend a Q&A session with director Justin Lin and producer J.J. Abrams, and more. A lot of great news came out of that event, so let's start with one piece that's making a lot of waves in the Star Trek fan community right now. Are the legal troubles surrounding Star Trek Axanar over? Things do look promising based on some things that J.J. Abrams said at the fan event. A few months back, there was a fan movie, Axanar, that was being made, and there was a lawsuit that happened between the studio and these fans. And Justin was sort of outraged as a longtime fan. We started talking about it, and we realized that this was not an appropriate way to deal with the fans. The fans should be celebrating this thing, like you're saying right now. We all, fans of Star Trek, are part of this world. So we went to the studio and pushed them to stop this lawsuit, and now, within the next few weeks, it will be announced that this is going away. So that all sounds very promising, but what does it really mean? Well, the lawsuit has not been cancelled as of yet. However, things are looking up. Backers of the Star Trek Axanar project got an email from the campaign's Indiegogo page in which the following was said. 1. Even though we're really excited by what J.J. Abrams and Justin Lin shared at last night's Star Trek Beyond event, the lawyers need to do their work on both sides before the lawsuit is officially resolved. This means we need to make sure that we still meet all of the required filing deadlines for responses, etc., which we will. 2. CBS also tweeted that they are working on guidelines for all fan films. We're anxious to see what those guidelines say and make sure we have a clear idea of what needs to be done to meet those expectations. 3. Once those two things are done, we have to get our team together to assess our current situation, determine what can be made, for example, can we go with a current version of the script or do we need to change it, and take an inventory of what resources we have in place to get it done. So once again, this all does sound very promising, and it looks like there is movement on the front of getting this lawsuit cleared up. It looks as though both parties may be having a settlement outside of court, which is excellent, and we will continue to report new news on this front as it becomes available. Of course, another big thing that happened at the Star Trek Beyond fan event was the unveiling of trailer number 2. We hope you've all seen it and enjoyed it as we did. You can click here to check out our reaction to the trailer. For me personally, I think it looks much better than the first trailer, and it makes me very hopeful for what we get in July. Fingers crossed. Attendees of the Star Trek Beyond event were also treated to about 15 minutes of actual footage from the beginning of the movie. I have not really read through this myself, as I feel it might be just a little bit too spoilery, but Kayla Iacovino over at trekmovie.com has what is reportedly a very good summary of what those 15 minutes entail. If you'd like to check that out and aren't too worried about spoilers, I'll provide a link to that in the description below. Lots of other Star Trek Beyond marketing material has also been revealed. We have these posters. First of all, the main poster, of course, that you'll be seeing, as well as an exclusive poster that was available only to the people who attended the fan event last Friday. And this one that was just recently revealed as the international poster for Star Trek Beyond. Personally, I think this one is gorgeous, and I would love to have that one decorate the set for the Week in Trek or Trek Lore. So I'm going to hopefully be keeping my eye out for that one. We also learned in the past week that Star Trek Beyond will have its world premiere event at the San Diego Comic-Con in July. This is a first ever outdoor IMAX premiere event, and it will include appearances by the film's cast and crew, as well as a live concert by the San Diego Symphony Orchestra. This looks like an amazing event. I personally have never been to the San Diego Comic-Con. It's on my list to do someday. Unfortunately, this year I will not be able to attend. If we have any viewers out there that managed to make it to the San Diego Comic-Con, we might be recruiting you as an on-site reporter, so stay tuned for that. Not a lot new on the book front this week. However, Literary Treks is back with episode number 149. Matthew Rushing and I interviewed New York Times best-selling author Dayton Ward. I'll have a link in the description to that episode for you to have a listen if you would like. As always, check out Trek.fm for podcasts covering all corners of the Star Trek universe and beyond. Before we go tonight, I have kind of a special little addition to the episode, an unboxing of a package that just came in from Canada Post. You'll recall a few weeks back I told you about the special commemorative 50th anniversary Star Trek stamps that Canada Post is putting out this year. Well, I've got some here for you to take a look at. I just got this package from Canada Post. Well, let's open it up. So, I ordered this some time back. Just arrived. Wanted to save it to do for a Weekend Trek video. Very nice packaging. Very cool. Alright. So, there we go. So, we have the Star Trek 50th anniversary set of stamps from Canada Post. Yeah, it's really beautiful and nice frame. Very nice frame for hanging it up here. All right. So the plan basically is to have sometime soon, hopefully, a standing set a little more impressive than the one I currently have with the very familiar surroundings there. Kind of have a standing set for, the Weekend Trek videos, the Trek lore videos, which I hope to start again soon. And when that happens, this will be a part of that set. So yeah, very beautiful. We've got all of the stamps there. We've got Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty, and Core, and labeled there 513 out of 1701. Very cool. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next week, live long and prosper and keep on trekking.